It's Friday, and we're here with Jessica Ramsey from over in Ione at Clark's Corner. You're on the air. Don't get nervous. It's Open Mic Friday. This is a very relaxed show. You can smile and laugh, and nothing tense. We're just here to relax. And we're going to talk a little bit about Clark's Corner because we were just out there. And Jessica is the new general manager. She took Andrea Bonham's place, who is now with the Pride of Ione Foundation, and doing a great job with all of that and really building the history and the reputation of Ione into an interactive, computerized electronic version. And it's going to be exciting to see how that develops. That's a big undertaking, and Jessica is kind of the new quarterback at Clark's Corner, and you're juggling. You have to be able to really juggle. There's a large staff and a lot of events, and we're going to take the second half of the show just to talk about everything that's going on at Clark's Corner, because that's an entire show in and of itself. It's an amazing place over there. How long have you been here in the county, though? We want to talk a little bit about Jessica Ramsey.
Basically my whole life. I've moved away a little bit here and there, but basically my whole life.
But your grandparents were from here?
My great-grandparents were from here, my grandfather, and my mom, my aunts. So yeah, it's been a long time.
Is there a Ramsey Lane out there in Ione
No,
somewhere?
that's my married name. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a different name. And then you went to school and all
at
right
Ione
here
Elementary.
in the county? Wow.
Ione Junior High.
And you have two children now, I understand. Are they going to school out in Ione as well?
Yes, Dominic is in the 2nd grade, and Tyler's in the 7th grade at the junior high.
Wow. Well, they'll be past the junior high stage maybe before all that reconfiguration stuff happens. You never know down the road in a few years. But it's great to have kids, successfully getting through the school system here. I have one in high school still, a junior, my daughter. And when they get to that age where they're looking at colleges and things, life really changes. So you're really juggling the job. You have a lot of time for that with the family and everything. And I know you're in there every day, and the people, your staff, are wonderful gatekeepers. You know, when I try to call you, they're always go, I don't know, if I think she's in a meeting. I think she's in a meeting. They keep people kind of at bay and let you do your work, because I'm sure it involves a lot of computer time and a lot of organizational skills.
Yeah. We have a lot going on, so it does. It takes a lot of time, but it's worth it. A lot of fun, a lot of catering, a lot of scheduling, so that's fun. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, we have a little bit of time in the beginning. We'll just chat a little bit about Ione and all that, and then we spin the wheel for a break. We'll bring Butter out. She's in her dressing room right now, and we'll bring her out, and you'll spin the wheel. We'll be able to give away a prize this week. But, the main thing, Ione is just an unexpected delight out there. I mean, every time I go out there, my expectations are down, like the Tom Cruise movie, down low, and I go out there and, it's just the Ione Hotel, that great old-fashioned bar over there in the evenings. We have a lot of business meetings out in Ione. I've done the Rotary thing at Clark's Corner.
Yeah.
And your food we'll talk a lot about your food, but when we went out there to visit, it's really a community gathering place. And I didn't realize that. I drive through Ione so quickly most of the time, and I've never really spent a lot of time settled down in any one place. But, the entire community from out in Plymouth, all make their way out there in the mornings. I've gone out for meetings, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and, the place is packed, and I wouldn't expect that for Ione.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of people out there. It's a successful business, the way that you've handled it and managed it. It's really making a big difference for the community.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We try really hard. We do. Community Hub is basically what we always have been looking to do and looking to be. So, that's what we call it, the third place, It's not home. It's not your job. It's coming there, getting in that sense of community and that sense of being able to relax, look on your computer, have dinner, have lunch, fresh pastry, just relax and kind of get away from it all.
Right. Well, in our piece that we did last week, and thank you so much for hosting us for lunch, Monique and I went out for a visit to Amador of Ione, and you have to go to Clark's Corner, but we had this wonderful lunch, and there was a big ladies group, and they were all having lunch, and then you see the guys with their laptops, and, it's just, obviously the Wi-Fi thing is huge. We only have 2 or 3 places where I can use the iPad I have to park in front of McDonald's. I think everybody thinks I eat McDonald's for lunch every day. But Starbucks, McDonald's, maybe 2 other places, Oko Sushi, I think. But very few places have Wi-Fi. And Clark's Corner is like a great place to work. And I know your head marketing guy, Steve, was out there from, is he over from Elk Grove and that area?
Yeah.
But he was out while we were filming, and he was doing all of his work. I could see him working on the laptop, and what a great place to get some work done over there at Clark's Corner. With the pastry and a great cup of coffee. And we not only had pastries and coffee though, but I had an Italian raspberry soda with the whipped cream. And there's not too many places where you can get that. You have an incredible menu, a very extensive menu, and we'll talk a lot about that in the second half of the show, because it's not only a place for coffee and pastry, but regular dinner. And we have the homecoming event coming up in Ione, which we're going to come out with the cameras again for, and that's going to be a great event. This year it's rancheros
and sombreros.
Rancheros and sombreros.
And Andy and Terry Bonham are the
the Grand Marshals.
Yeah, the Grand Marshals.
They're supporting. We're going to do a special show. They're the ones kind of talking me into getting it all going, and we're going to do something special for Ione this year for the homecoming. That's a big event. I mean, there's the carnival, and there's the breakfast in the morning. And
we take our truck out there.
It just goes on. It's a 2-day event, all weekend long. What do you mean when you say you take your truck out there? What do you mean?
We take the catering truck out there,
thing.
and we have the girls there waiting, and we have special menu, drinks, everything. So we kind of take Clark's over to the homecoming. And
am I going to be able to get an Italian raspberry soda?
Yes.
Oh, I'm there.
Yep.
That'll be perfect. I'm looking forward to that. That's a great event. And the homecoming is, they used to celebrate that. They started celebrating that when they had their centennial anniversary, their 100-year anniversary in Ione, and then every year from there forward, they've done that huge homecoming thing. It just gets bigger and bigger every year. So that's a great one. And that's on May, I'm trying to think of
the second weekend.
Second week, yeah. So it's first weekend of May.
Second.
You sure? All right. Well, I'm gonna double check you on that.
First weekend in May is the car show, or it's the annual IBCA car show.
Okay.
That's
hard
Saturday.
To keep track of all these events.
Yep.
I could tell you're an organizational person, and you have a lot of notes for the second half. So we're gonna go through all those, and and you can just talk right there into the microphone. Okay. About all the things going on at Clark's Corner. We want to make sure everybody gets all the details, because when we were out there, filming, it's just hard to capture, the nature of all of the events.
Right.
And we may even look at your website, which is great. But I mean, there's everything from bingo, to authors. We have our books, authors, writers, books and beyond thing that you guys have been very supportive with. And a lot of things going out there at Clark's Corner that people don't realize, even little kids readings, and it's just for children, family-friendly, community gathering place.
Yep.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back with Jessica Ramsey. So please stay tuned, and we're going to come back. We'll have butter on the break. Every wild animal coming out. Get ready. Sometimes she's very controlled, and sometimes very wild. It's like anybody, unpredictable. Okay, we'll be right back.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.